Hello, Garfield families. This is John Kleiber, your principal, and thank you for allowing me into your virtual back to school night presentation tonight. I wanted to spend a moment introducing myself tonight and sharing with you a little bit about who we are at Garfield Elementary School, some relevant policies regarding grading and attendance, some school-wide communication, information about nutrition, and truly throughout a deep appreciation for you, our families, and our Garfield staff. So let me start by introducing myself. My name is John Kleiber, and this is my 5th year as your principal and my deep honor to be your principal here at this neighborhood school. It's important to know that if knowing me is knowing that my wife, Beth Kleiber, who's also a teacher, she teaches 6th grade math, is the reason that my teachers don't throw me out the door. She's the reason in my head. She's the heart behind all of it, because when I have a terrible idea, she's the first one at home to say, hey, don't do that. So she's this wonderful woman, and anyway, she deserves the recognition for the principal that I am. And I've got 3 wonderful kids. I have a freshman in high school. No, not high school. Oh my gosh, that changed. He's a freshman in college, which is a huge deal. He just graduated last summer, and his name is Michael. I have a 10th grader in high school. His name is Nathan. And I have a little girl, 2nd grader, named Ava Jo, who is doing this elementary side of things during these times and getting to watch her. Her school has already begun, and what I can tell you is this is going to be okay. Through the eyes of a 2nd grade girl, I know it's weird, but she looks at me and says, it's okay. This is I'm having fun. I get to see my teacher and I get to do these things. And so, it's neat to see that reassurance on the front end even before we've started. Okay, well, let me tell you a little bit about this school that you're in, Garfield Elementary School, by way of telling you about Garfield Inspired. So you know that we're this beautiful community school, and that we're small, and we've embraced that, and we've held on to that, and we're successful with it. About 3 years ago, we had a student who brought us this picture, and it was titled Garfield Unleashed, and it unlocked in us this yearly vision to seek a few words that would describe the work that we're going to do. And so 3 years ago, we just worked on this idea of being unleashed, about not worrying about boundaries and not worrying about barriers, but breaking through them. And then last year, I challenged kids to come up with something new and say, okay, we've been Garfield Unleashed. And last year, they came up with Garfield United. And so again, we spent a year backed by a particular vision in our, in everything we did, our arts integration and our academics and everything. And so this year we land on Garfield Inspired. And what better year to talk about the ways that we can be inspired and we can inspire others. And so Garfield Inspired this year is about what we see in our community, the diversity and all the people that make us up. It's a result of how we treat each other and finding the strengths in each other. Garfield Inspired is about risk-taking. It's imperfect. It's messy. It's a choice. Garfield Inspired is leadership, and it's leadership from every avenue and every corner of this school, not just within its walls, but outside as well. So welcome to 2020 and 2021, where we are going to be inspired and we're going to do amazing things. All right. So let me now transition into some of those other conversations that we talked about, and welcome to this school. Well, hello there. So I want to talk to you now about 2 important, high-level, consistent factors here at Garfield Elementary. One of them is attendance. The other is grading. That will both be maybe different from what you experienced last March when we went into this remote model as a result of the quick changes that had to be made. We've now had, as a district, time to plan out those different pieces. And so attendance will be taken this school year. We'll be taking attendance in all live sessions, starting with our daily class check-ins, which are typically for your grade level schedules you're about to or already have seen at the very beginning of their day. We want you to understand that we do understand that tech issues and family needs will occur, just like they always have. And what we're needing from you and what we request from you is good communication from you at home. So if you anticipate or know that you're not going to be able to attend a particular day, you call the office just like you would have in years past when we were in an in-person model. If you weren't planning for tech issues, but they occurred anyway, please communicate with your teacher so they can communicate with us in the office, and we can make sure that absences are excused, okay, or eliminated altogether if we were able to provide the work. As a reminder, our school year starts for kindergarten on Monday, August 31st, and for all grade levels on September 1st with a soft start week for that first week of from 8 to 11:30. And then our full day schedules begin on Tuesday, September 8th. I want to remind you that our auto color, which is that I'm not sure if you love it, I'm sure that you don't, but if you have a student who didn't attend a live session on a particular day, and we had not received a phone call from you anticipating that absence, we have an auto caller that lets you know that we have an unexcused absence. So that will be a system that may remind you that you need to be in good communication with the school and letting us know what's going on. Grading is also going to be something that kicks back up into full gear this year. So I want to remind you that last March, April, and May, we were surviving the circumstances. And we now no longer wish to just survive. We at Garfield aim to thrive and grow. After all, your students have really truly one shot at each grade level, right? Like they get this 1 year, 2021, to do kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade, and do it really well. And we're going to help them do that. And so we're going to communicate to you how well we're doing that through some of our grading. Remember that grading is about what students know and are able to show. And we're going to report grades to you and through our parent portal with a score of 1, 2, 3, and 4. We even have the ability to do some 0.5s in there because sometimes it's just not that clean. Ones, of course, being, if a student is demonstrating capabilities or work that is below grade level, or a 4, which would mean exceeding grade level. If you happen across a blank grade, it just means that that's not yet been taught or not yet been evaluated. All right. Let's move on now to nutrition and about where students will pick up and where families will pick up lunches and breakfasts during this Garfield remote option. Meals will be served at our closest location, which is Bill Reed Middle School, Monday through Friday, with a hot entree and cold sides available every day during lunch, with the option of taking the next day's breakfast with you. I want to encourage you, all families, to apply for meals benefits through www.myschoolapps.com. For all families already receiving those benefits, you need to reapply before October 1st. Otherwise, those go away. And I want to encourage all families to apply. Whether you qualify or not, by applying, the school will receive certain benefits for families who would seek out that option. So truly, whether you think you will qualify or not, I want all families to apply through that myschoolapps.com. So now let me go ahead and close out this video with 2 pieces. One, which was about communication. I want to let you know that from me and from our school that you'll receive communication in 2 ways. One, you'll receive communication from your teacher every Thursday about the next week's schedule so that you know how to anticipate that schedule and what's coming up, and you'll know how to plan as a family, as I know that each of you are trying to navigate specific circumstances. You will also, from me as your principal, receive maybe a note every Monday. It depends on what's going on, but absolutely a Friday wrap-up every single Friday. And those Friday wrap-ups will come in the form of a s'mores newsletter. So there will be a newsletter in your email, and potentially either a phone call or a video from me. I'm hoping to do more videos because that's the way that I'd like to celebrate kids and their accomplishments and the amazing thing that they're doing. So what would be important for us to know in our front office is, if you're not already receiving those emails and those phone calls, it means something's wrong. We want to correct that. And I want to make sure that you're well communicated with. So if you're not receiving my Friday wrap-ups, and I've done those for 3 weeks in a row, if that doesn't sound like something you've seen, then we need to make sure that we have the right contact information for you. So please contact the front office if that's you, okay? And then last but not least, a profound appreciation for the staff at Garfield. If you've not yet had the opportunity, whether in text or email or even in person as you're doing these meets tonight, send out a huge thank you. This is not an easy job, and they are doing so with class and poise and a professionalism that I've never seen in another staff. So to our staff, thank you very, very much. To you, our parents, who will be supporting your students in this learning, thank you. We're going to do this together, and it's going to be amazing. Have a great school year. Bye-bye.